Well, this is a summary of the first 5 lessons of Python. Lesson 1, x equals 5. Type x, class int, or class string or class float. Those are the different classes. Valid math operations, a plus b, a times b, a minus b, a divided by b. Lesson 2, I define a function, def add up, x, y, colon, print x, comma, plus, in quotes, y, and they're all comma delimited, then line continuation character equal sign, in quotes, x plus y, close parens. So it's def add up xy, print x plus y equals, then x plus y. Now I assign 2 values to the variables, a equals 2, b equals 5, and then I call add up with a and b. It gets placed into here, processed, and I get 2 plus 5 equals 7. Def add up parens, print, etc. Lesson 3, CLS, clearing the screen in Python. I'm going to define a clear screen function, def CLS, open close parens, colon, print, in quotes, backslash n, quotes, times 50. That's it. And key and clear up the screen, and pow, it gets cleared off. That was lesson number 3. Lesson number 4. X equals, this is dealing with tuples now. Tuples. X equals parens, there's your parens, that's a tuple. Parens, Vic Umi 666. Now, X, hit enter, you get Vic Umi 666, just like that. Type of X, class tuple. X 0th element within square brackets. You get Vic. So even though the tuple is closed within parentheses, to access that element we use square brackets. So X 0th element Vic. I get Vic. Now there's my tuple, Vic, Umi, and 666. I have different data types in the same structure. It's a tuple. X from 0 to 2, I get Vic and Umi. 0, 1, all the way up to, but not including 2. If you go in reverse, 666 is -1, Umi is -2, Vic is -3. Going right to left, it starts at -1. Going left to right, it starts at 0. Reverse. X of -1 in square brackets, I'm going to get 666. This guy here. Now, let's use a slicing mechanism. X of -3 colon dash -1. That means up to but not including -1. So I have Vic, Umi, and 666. This is -1, -2, -3. So from -3 up to, but not including, -1. So I get Vic and Umi, and that's what I get here. X dot index, X index of Vic, and I get 0. X count of Vic, how many Vics do I have in this tuple? Whoops. Whoa. There we go, X index. X index of Vic is 0. How many, I want to do a count of Vic in X, the X tuple. How many Vics do I have? I only have 1 of Vic. Now I make another tuple, y equals Vic, Vic, Vic. Y dot count of Vic, and I get a 3. Okay, lesson number 5. Now I'm dealing with lists. X equals Vic. There's my list. Notice the list has the square brackets. Type of X is list. X dot append Umi. Now I have X and enter, I get Vic and Umi. Vic is the 0th element, Umi is the 1th element. X dot append YY, now I have Vic, Umi, and YY. X from 0 colon 2, so 0, 1, up to but not including 2, and I get Vic and Umi. X dot remove y, and I get Vic and Umi. X dot remove. Now, z equals tuple of x. X is a list. X will still be a list. I'm going to take the tuple version of x and assign that to z. Z will now be a tuple. If I key in z, I'm going to get Vic and Umi. Notice the parens. This is a tuple. Key in x, hit enter, I get the list. Notice the square brackets. I screwed up here. I did one square brackets, I did the other, or just sloppy squares. So x, and that's a list. X dot insert the 0th element GD. Now I key in x and enter, I get GD, Vic, and Umi. X dot insert. It's good for lists. GD, Vic, and Umi, and you can tell it's a list because of the squares. X dot reverse. Now I get all of this in reverse order. Now Umi's first, Vic is second, of course, as always, and GD last. X dot remove, GD. Now I'll get Umi and Vic. Now X dot append, 70.2, and I'm going to get Umi, Vic, and 70.2. X dot sort, I'm going to get an error. Why? Because of different data type. X dot sort, error, X, the 0, 1, 2 element here. The 2th element of the X structure is now equal to the following. Take X element 2 and make a string out of it. So I've just converted the 2th element here, 70.2, to a string. Now you can X, hit enter, and you get Umi, Vic, and 70.2, but 70.2 is in parens. So it's a string. Now we can sort. X dot sort, and of course we're talking about a list here because of the square brackets. X dot sort, we get 70.2, Umi, and Vic. Notice the numbers come first. X dot reverse, I get Vic, Umi, and 70.2. That brings us to the end of lesson 5. Bye-bye.